Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers.
All right, Coach, the bright lights of Broadway just to the east of us, and we are under the lights as well at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Son.
Watch Mike, watch Mike. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Oh,
Right here with the former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And this one complete to Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Ricky.
The first carry for Trenton Cannon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Ready? Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Charlie. There we go.
Darnold.
That's the ball, bitch.
Incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Faking the give, Darnold. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Stand ring. Double up, double up, double up, double up.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. They'll give this to Bell running right. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. You remember me? You remember me, lady? Hey, Echo. Mike 52, Mike 52. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. That's right, man.
Darnold from the gun.
No, roll back!
Intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Pardon.
Fuck, man.
You get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Ozzy! Hey, exit. It's our time. It's our time. Check it.
To throw is Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. Now Brady. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Wait, 20! Shadow! Hey! Mike 7! Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Run. 51, run.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. They find some open field here. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now it's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Why would he jump? Why would he jump?
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Wow, bro.
Chase
Why the
McLaughlin
fuck would you
now
jump
for the
right
field
there?
goal try. And this one is right through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Go, Bandit! Let's go, let's go! Hey, let's get there! Go! Rip! Hey, Alabama.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Brady gives him a show. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. All day. Alert.
On 3rd down, Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super tough.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Buzz. Be ready. 50 red 80. Bravo.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
You better be afraid of me, lady. Check. X3, 218, chopper. 52, Mike 52. I'm coming. Young lady. Sponge. No,
On 2nd down and 4. Darnold caught here by Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky.
Off of play action, Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run with Cannon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Watch Mike. Check pass. Watch tight end. Alert. 3 down. Alert flare. And 80.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line.
It's cold as fucking here. Huh? Okay.
Across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 27.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Now Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman.
Why are you trying to go for the pick?
Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check that. Fly 20. Check 53. Check it. Reload.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got it first and goal at the 7.
What the fuck are they doing?
Here's Brady. This will be caught at about
Why did they just switch it like that?
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1.
Hey, goal 66. Hey, Haywood. 53, check 53. When he hit. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. When he hit.
Now Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. James Devlin in the final seconds of the first half.
Don't get that bullshit the fuck out of here, bro.
The first half. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Now the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
53, 53, Mike. Cut. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. 72.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can... And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
At their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check it. 55. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, second.
Throwing now is Brady. He'll get
Come
this
on,
to
bro.
his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
First down, New England.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes is quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check the backer, check the backer. Hey, wahoo!
From just shy of midfield, Brady. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. On first down, Cannon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, orbit. 53, check 53. Watch the slant, watch the touch.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Letting one go deep for Anun. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over
Here we
100
go.
yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first
Here we
league,
go with the
that's quite
bullshit.
surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Regular. Watch that 61. Matchbox lights. Check it out, Reed. Hey, alert 3. Kill. Check 99. 57 the mic. 53 in now. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long 53 in now.
The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. He was trying to go
man, you got to make that play.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 35.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Again, it's Michelle. And brought down, but not before before they're inside the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Brady now to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Michelle. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. New England on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Brady to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short in the 4th quarter.
Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Get that ball. I got it.
Here's Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the ground, Michelle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now Michelle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. Oh, no.
Of course he picked it back up. Of course he picked it back up.
Well, when you're leading in the
face mask? Oh my God, bro!
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question.
This nigga got a rabbit foot, bro. Every fucking time, yeah.
Those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
This shit, wow, bro.
Under 10.
Brady gives this to White.
Every fucking time, bro.
And he's in. touchdown.
Merry fucking Christmas. Fumble. Then it's a fake fucking face mask. They got a fucking rabbit foot, bro.
As they can now even this game here
Shit's
in the
fucking
fourth
ridiculous.
quarter with the extra point. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown.
They're going mad wanting somebody to win again.
Makes a counter play in general successful, Charles.
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, they'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets
fucking go, man.
Robbie Anderson, 81 yards, and the Jets have taken
fucking
the lead.
go, man.
Extra point by McLaughlin.
Come on, man. Give him some more bullshit.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And it's Michel once again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
They had to convert there on 4th down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they've got to really hurry.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Quick snapping ass niggas, dog.
But it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Give me that shit.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start
Quick
playing
snapping motherfuckers.
that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
54. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check, 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 check.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down. The Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. 22 yards there, a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Charlie. 53, Mike. Hey, tight down. There you go. Pick it up. When he hits.
Back to throw. He gets it to James.
There you go. Man, try to give him some more shit. That's a motherfucking pick 6.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves.
God damn, bro.
So now with
shit is
6
fucking
seconds
ridiculous.
remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Wait, that 53. Let's go on. No, 66. Let's go. Hey, let's go. 53. Got one. Check. 53.
From midfield, here's Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready, set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all peak the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, back. But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like,
letting us shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her claim she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. Not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the back. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Ay, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got